Capitalists hate the wintertime. They hate it because they can't make as many agricultural profits. This is because, like in real life, you're severely limited in your crop production during the winter in Stardew Valley. The lack of profits to be earned from crops may be incredibly daunting, but winter serves as a blessing. It serves as downtime. Perhaps spring to fall was incredibly breakneck and stressful for you in Stardew Valley. Perhaps there were a lot of things you were unable to complete or do because you were stressed by the ever-looming passage of time. I certainly was. And with this video, I will help guide you through winter in Stardew Valley and show you how it can be fun and productive. Step number 1. Think of the future. If crops are truly on your mind, then rearrange your farm. You should have a high enough farming level to craft a quality sprinkler. I recommend crafting as many of these as you can during winter. In year 1 of Stardew Valley, there were likely many things you were unable to complete because your schedule was so packed. You're also pretty likely to have a farm that was a complete mess because you're pressured to make some money in the first few impoverished days in Stardew Valley. Therefore, it's imperative to make a mental map of your farm layout for spring of year 2. A person with a farm like this didn't get this immediately. Clearing your farm out in year 1 and establishing a massive plot like this is nearly impossible. So don't be discouraged if your farm isn't as nearly as profitable as you would like it to be. Winter is a time to evaluate your farm, whether you would like to grow grass for your animals, where you would like to place your sprinklers in your crops, and where you would like trees and decorations. Would you like a farm that's decorative and pretty? Or would you prefer a farm that maximizes profits? You have options. What I've done for mine so far is mine for the materials needed for quality sprinklers and lay them out on my farm prematurely. This means that when spring day 1 rolls around, you can buy as many seeds as you need and not have to worry about taking the entire day up watering. They will all water themselves automatically and you can focus on other tasks like fishing, mining, or making new friends. Step number 2. Save every last dime. So now you know how to lay your farm out for a massive spring harvest. Only there's a slight problem. You need money to buy the seeds and resources for that spring harvest. There's no point in planning your farm if you can't enact that plan. Therefore, do whatever you can to scrounge up as much winter money as you can. Forage for winter crops and sell those. Forage for winter crops and bring them to the community center to get winter seeds and sell those. You will need that cash to afford the seeds in spring. Don't be afraid to sell the not-so-fancy gems you find in the mine. Hold on to diamonds and emeralds because those make fantastic gifts, but don't hesitate to sell the jade, amethyst, or topaz, or any low-quality side bitch gems. Furthermore, if you missed out on planting trees, and the community center is mocking you for it, then now is the time to save for them. They take a very long time to grow, so to get them ready on the first day of spring would make a monumental difference for your profits. Don't go overboard with multiple trees, however. One of each should be fine. Perhaps you've even designated a place on your farm for your trees to grow. And you know, it's tempting to buy more animals to generate a profit off them, but unless you're ready for a long-term investment, I would say hold off until massive profits in spring. If you already have a few animals, then I believe you should coast on that amount for a while, because you have to buy a heater, which takes 2,000 gold for wintertime. Buying expensive animals can be costly for the short-term winter saving plan. Also, I would say hold off on upgrading your barn and coop. When they're being upgraded, you can still access your animals, so you don't have to wait for a specific time to do that. Step 3. Homies and recreation. The community center is an integral piece of Stardew Valley that should not be ignored. Not just because completing bundles gets you awesome rewards, but because fully completing the community center is how you complete the game's main quest. Obviously, you can't complete everything in a single year if you didn't keep track of it or use the wiki. That's why winter is a time for you to plan and assess how to fill up the center quickly. And I mean, planning will take you like 20 minutes, but it'll honestly be a lifesaver for you. Don't do what I did and sell all your pumpkins in fall, forgetting that you need to give it to the community center and wait 3 in-game seasons for my chance to get in. I was an idiot. Also, if you planted tons of seeds in fall, you should have a decent amount of cash. Don't be afraid to budget your earnings for gifts. Building relationships in winter is a great activity, and it can spruce up the otherwise dead season with more lively cutscenes and stories. Building friendships and seeing people's stories are one of the most interesting aspects of Stardew Valley, and seeing their demeanor change from cold and abrasive to warm and welcoming is so rewarding. At 0 hearts, Shane says, "Do I know you? Leave." At 5 hearts, he says, "I'm surprised anybody wants to talk to me. I appreciate it." So here is the official Stardew Valley checklist for activities patented by me. Completely official, follow it or else it's going to fail. Step 1, make friends. Step 2, prepare the farm with sprinklers and designs. Step 3, go to the community center and plan what you need to do from spring to fall. Step 4, save that motherfucking cash. And Step 5, the most important step, never talk to Pierre, that scumbag.